Dear scientific committee, dear members of this international congress, I'm very happy and feel very fortunate to be able to have been given the opportunity to talk here about one of the research topics I've been focusing in one of the articles I handed in. And I have focused on AI via scientific text work in general terms. More specifically, in how scientific texts could be improved through an AI application, so an artificial intelligence application, which is called ChatGPT. So I'm going to structure this brief contribution into three main parts: an introduction, a main part, and a conclusion. The introduction is going to offer a brief overview about the ideals that I followed from the theoretical framework I've been reading on. And afterwards, in the main part, I'm going to focus on the methodology that I've applied for this specific study, to continue with the conclusions that draw upon the results that we believe we received during the progress of this study. So let's begin. Introduction. First of all, we need to introduce the definition we have about artificial intelligence. In our case, we are referring to linguistic artificial intelligence. Progress that has been made by many applications in this sector is truly interesting, truly astonishing if we see the evolution that it has had over the last 10 years. Progress will surely improve within the next 10 years and afterwards, but right now, the state of the art is very advanced. These kind of software are able to work through neuronal networks, which are able to think by themselves. So we have been testing this with teams of teachers, university teachers, who have been working on texts in groups to enhance the quality of these. And the software that we have used, as I mentioned before, has improved those texts. So this in itself is not a absolutely amazing contribution or observation, but we have tested, and now I'm moving on to the main part of the study through a methodology of analyzing several questions that we ask regarding specifically scientific texts in linguistics, if it was possible to improve these by using ChatGPT in a manner which should be difficult for this software. Upon our results that we received out of several kinds of sentences that we have been trying to use, which were assumed to be difficult for the software to work on, we have been able to recognize that still, even there, the results were truly interesting on a scientific basis. So, for example, we have recognized that despite perfect grammar and orthography, there have been conveyed humor, for example, without us requesting it. So this is very human-like. It's limited still, we believe, but there have been advances which, on a linguistic basis, may not have been observed before. So instead of making a list of all the sentences that we have been analyzing within our study, I would like to refer to this study to those who are really interested to see a highly specific work which focuses on difficulties that the software may have in a very, very specific area of research. And one of the conclusions, although I don't like this word, and although I would like to mention a maybe more convenient word, which would be indications for the future, would be that there is still way to improve for the software, but it is possible that within the next years, if teams of researchers focus on feelings and how this software could convey it, that there is a high probability, not only because of our study, as well in line with studies like, for example, Johnson & Johnson and other ChatGPT related studies of this highly specific kind, which draw upon advances which we are going to see surely soon. So thank you very, very much for the invitation to this International Congress. I'm referring once again to the article text for those who are interested in the specifics. And I hope to have gathered a little bit of interest and maybe even attention for a topic which is currently highly, highly interesting and advancing. So thank you very much for your attention and the invitation. Bye-bye.